Hello and welcome to Time Travel. I'm taking you with me to the Asen Fortress. On this overcast day, looking into the narrow valley below and further onto the plains, you will feel like a medieval king or warlord looking onto the world from a tooth of rock jutting out from the mountain face and dream of an empire. The Asen Fortress could be where your next historic novel starts, but this is Bulgaria, and history has more twists and turns than most novelists can imagine. From up here, the Rhodope Mountains at your back, the Asenitsa river at your feet, and before you, the allure of the rich Thracian valleys, how can you not dream of empires stretching as far as the Aegean Sea? Although a fortress has stood here since Thracian times, this story begins around 1200 and the Fourth Crusade. And so we start with an ambitious knight, Renier of Trit. Renier leaves his beloved Valenciennes in the Kingdom of France and, in search of gold and glory, he joins the Fourth Crusade. He distinguishes himself in battle and is rewarded with the Duchy of Philippopolis, which includes the thriving town of Philippopolis, nowadays Plovdiv, the fertile upper Thracian valleys, and stretches into the majestic Rhodope Mountains. The former impoverished knight is now the ruler of a large and rich region. But the youngest of the Asen brothers has a different plan. The three Asen brothers had pushed back the Byzantine Empire and established a powerful kingdom. The two older Asen brothers had been murdered, and in 1197 Kaloyan becomes the sole ruler of the Bulgarian Kingdom. Tsar Kaloyan's army is marching towards Philippopolis. Deserted by his allies, Renier flees to this fortress with 40 faithful knights. Kaloyan's forces lay siege to the fortress. Even so, Renier organizes raids into his former domain, aimed at frustrating Tsar Kaloyan's conquest plans. But Kaloyan is a strategist as well as a warrior king, and in the Battle of Adrianople he defeats and captures Baldwin I. With the capture of Baldwin, Renier loses his only ally in the region and any hope of getting help to break the 11-month-long siege. But the French knights are not going to give up their conquests so easily, and Baldwin's brother, Henry, marches with his army in support of Renier. Years pass, there are many battles among competing kingdoms, but in the end no local lord or king can stand in the way of the new ruler of the Bulgarians, Tsar Ivan Asen II, and in 1230 the fortress and the territory becomes part of the Bulgarian Empire. In 1231 Tsar Ivan Asen II renovates the fortress. He adds thick fortified walls, up to 3 meters tall, a castle with up to 30 rooms and 3 water reservoirs, and leaves behind an inscription stating the importance of the fortress in defending his land. And from then on, it becomes known as the Asen Fortress. Cool! Don't step back and take a picture. In the years after Ivan Asen II's death, the fortress switches hands between the Bulgarians and the Byzantines, but the Ottoman Empire is advancing and Philippopolis is conquered between 1363 and 1364, and the fortress is destroyed in 1410. This is the Church of the Holy Mother of God. It dates from the 12th to 13th century, and it is a very good example of medieval church architecture. Let's go for the mildly terrifying. Paintings from the 14th century adorned the interior of the church, but the earthquake of 1928 caused the dome of the church to collapse, and most of the murals were lost as a result. Conservation and partial restoration work on the church was finished in 1991. Stop making noises, you'll have to cut them out. I hope you enjoyed this little tale of the winds of history that whistle through the old fortress. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, it would be fantastic. I publish these videos in English on Tuesdays, Italian on Wednesdays and Bulgarian on Thursdays. Thank you for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye!